All right, 2014 Chevy Silverado 5.3 6L80. I think he's got about 140, 150,000. Doing the typical 6L80 stuff. Get used to seeing these. I got at least two more rolling through behind this one. So this one's got the OEM torque converter. No one's been into this one, so that's the way I like it. I don't like anybody going behind somebody else. Typical fluid looking there. Put that drain. All right, let's hold on there. Got to 17. Isn't it 16? Another two-wheel drive. Don't see a whole lot of two-wheel drives. Usually they're four-wheel drives, but they are out there. I wish this made this big enough to pull this out with the sleeve on, but the sleeve is just bigger than the bushing here, and you have to take the sleeve off, and then it's a pain in the butt to put the sleeve back on. I've had them fall off before, and then it creates a leak, and you got to fix that. So those sleeves are mandatory. Do not leave them out. You'll have a big old puddle in your driveway. So what they do is they seal on the drive shaft yoke and keep fluid from coming out the back of the drive shaft. I've got an old yoke here, so it fits on it like this. And that keeps fluid from getting in there. And a lot of these drive shafts, this one doesn't have it. They have a little hole in the back here that will leak fluid out of the sleeve. Is not on there. Let's drain all that life blood out of this thing. Death fluid. There we go. All right, let's see what this looks like. I don't hit that too hard. I don't want to bend it. Also, there we go. I don't want to distort the pan or the sealing surface. Yep. Alright, we got good bit of metal in here. Lots of metal. That's your typical 6L80. Let that drain over there, away from me. You need 3 sockets to take this apart. 7, 8, and a 10. See how bad this one looks. That metal's a menace. It goes everywhere. You think it just falls, it would just fall into the bottom of the pan, but it does not. It just makes its way through everything. It's like a lot of the time is spent cleaning this unit up more than anything else. Because you got to get all that metal out. I mean, just hangs out everywhere, and it's gonna get into your freshly built unit if you don't get it all out. 10, not 11. There's definitely metal, but it's not as bad as some I've seen. It's usually the screen here that gets clogged up, but it's not broken. There's definitely metal in there. And let's see what's down, buddy. Metal all in it. Metal, metal, metal. Let that drain out. Don't need these old check balls. Didn't miss something, did I? There we go. 456 got hot. And for whatever reason, the 456 are always the first ones to go. 3-5 reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll check this drum for cracks. You know, the usual. Yep, there you go. Black as night. Burnt up. Four, 5, 6 hub. So, metal inside here too, you gotta get out. Just everywhere. This is, like it says, a centrifuge. These spin and they will collect metal because they just act as a big old centrifuge. Same with this one, you can see it collecting down through here. This drum will do it as well. The outer side ridges have caked up metal. Let that drain. All right. Do-do-do-do-do. Not terrible. I've seen a hell of a lot worse. Let's take a look at this regulator valve. Don't lose that. We need it. This don't look terrible. Thing's in really good shape. I mean, y'all seen some pretty rough ones. This one's nice. Still not gonna reuse it, but it's nice. It's got a little bit of wear. You can see a tiny little bit of shadowing, but it's in pretty good shape. All things considered. Feels a little rough there. Feel a little bit of dishing going on there. It's not great. Pump bushing's impregnated with metal. It's tough. That one was in there. Alright, let's see if we can get you to come out. So apparently I stopped recording about the time I pulled the center support out, and I didn't notice it. So I had a whole another 3 minutes I recorded and it didn't record. So I'll kind of go over the highlights. I pulled apart this and the center support, and you see there's metal all up inside this thing. That's why I tear everything apart, because metal hides everywhere in these units. Pump's a little rough. Got metal all inside here, and we pulled this rotor out, and we got metal all around here. So, and also I did mention these planters are very robust. I've only seen one fail, and it was due to a bearing failing and taking the planet out. They're very heavy-duty planets in this unit. This unit's a really good unit. It's a very stout, well-built unit, but the biggest downfall of the 6LA is the torque converter. Whether it's from the PR valve wearing out causing issues or just a defect. It has a defect. Because the 4060s had pressure regulator wear as well, but they didn't have converter failure like this. There was a defect with these converters, and but if the converters had been built better in these units, I wouldn't be seeing them as much as we were seeing them. So yeah, I'll get this all cleaned up, and I will get all the updates, new parts, and get it back together and get it back on the road. Thanks for watching.